Hello, Jack Olmsted, Port Townsend Pickleball Group. Thanks for joining me. It's July the 5th, the day after the 4th of July here in Port Townsend. I'm going to turn the camera around. Here, I'm just hanging out here with my trophy, pickleball trophy on a paddle. So that's what if you don't know what a pickleball looks like, this is what a pickleball looks like. If you don't know what a paddle looks like, a pickleball paddle, this is what a pickleball paddle looks like. And this is what it looks like in Port Townsend on July the 5th at about 7 o'clock in the evening. And it's nice. It's super nice to be here outside in the elements, Port Townsend. I'm sitting in our driveway area. Oh, you can see the sun behind me. Yes, the sun is setting. And I'm drilling in my garage. I don't know if you've seen any other videos that I've made where I hit actually not a pickleball. Sometimes I hit a pickleball against a wall. Actually, it's an old bed board, a board that was used for our son's bunk beds. We have twin sons. So anyway, I'm going to be showing you a little bit of that. But as I was sitting here thinking, I thought that I would share something that I just learned a couple of days ago about getting rid of a pain. Before I got involved with pickleball, I played tennis. Boom. So here are a couple of tennis ball holders, baskets. Here's one on a wheel that you roll around on the court and it collects the balls for you. And this right here is my setup. That's where I practice hitting pickleballs. And in here, turn on the light. This here is a ball machine that we used. This is a funky little tennis ball that I found. You hit it, it's a little streamer. Whoops. So there's a ball machine. And this right here is a racket stringer to string rackets. So when the tennis rackets string breaks, I can fix it. So anyway, when I first started playing pickleball, oh, look at that. I had kind of tennis elbow. And it took a while for that to go away. And it did go away. Whole different stroke with pickleball as opposed to tennis. Oh yeah, tennis. Here's my tennis racket. Here's there. whole different stroke. Hitting tennis with a tennis racket as opposed to a pickleball paddle. Okay, turn it around. Okay, here we go. There's the tennis racket. Tennis racket. Pickleball paddle. So anyway, I had kind of tennis elbow. And I got the tennis elbow because of the ball machine. Because you can just hit all day with the ball machine until you're a wet noodle, until your arm gives out, until you start experiencing some pain. And that's what I did. I just hit too hard for too long on the ball machine, and I developed a tennis elbow, so I was kind of in pain when I started with pickleball. And then when I started playing pickleball, the tennis elbow went away, and I began developing pain in my right shoulder. I'm a right-handed player, so I developed pain in my shoulder, and I believe it was because I was doing overheads. When I go back, I go do overheads, bam, you know, because a pickleball paddle is a little lighter than a tennis racket, plus it's smaller. It's kind of like a extended ping pong paddle. A lot of people, they put their fingers behind the paddle like this. I do that from time to time. You get kind of a different feel, different pop when you hold it down here as opposed to up here. When you're volleying, I tend to hold it up here. Sometimes I put two fingers. There are times when I've put my whole hand behind it to give myself a little bit more control over the ball. So anyway, it's really easy to throw your shoulder out. Kaboom, kaboom. And it's pain. You don't want to play in pain. You don't want to keep playing. I mean, you're in pain now. And a year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, it could be pain where you can't play anymore. So I started doing exercises. I walk the dogs and I do exercises. I just move my shoulder around every single day. Whether I play that day or I don't play, I just move my shoulder around and around and around. I do little arm spins, upwards, downwards. I bend my arm, I put it up like I'm doing an overhead. And since I've been doing that, I have been basically pain-free when I play. I don't get pain when I play and when I hit the overhead smashes. And what I've adjusted my game a little bit. I don't really, if I can avoid hitting a smash, I'll let the ball drop, and then I'll just hit a ground stroke. Or I will just hit it in the air like a ground stroke. I won't be putting it over my head. I just don't feel it's worth it. And if I have the time, I can survey where the opposition is, and I much rather use finesse to move the ball to where they aren't, or hit it to their feet, or make it a difficult shot, as opposed to just using my power. So anyway, that's worked out. No pain in my shoulder. I'm feeling good, feeling good. But then, over the course of time, I developed pain in my back, right around where the shoulder muscle is. I forget the name of it, but you go on YouTube. I can put a link in the description below that shows you where this neck muscle is, and it was annoying. It wasn't like a real sharp pain or anything, but it was a persistent pain that was annoying. And so I lived with it for a while, and then I went to YouTube and checked out some videos and found a video of a guy talking about how to massage your back, where your shoulder is. And you do it with a tennis ball. So imagine this is the floor right here, and I'm laying on the floor, or you can be laying on the floor, and you just take the tennis ball and you put it right around the part that's giving you a problem, and you just lay on there. You put your body weight on it, and you put it in the position, and then you just move it around, move the tennis ball around a little bit at a time, work in that area, and then move your arm around like this, and it just gets the spot. And you just do that for as long as you want, as long as you can take it. And when I got up, after I did that, it was like night and day. It was like, whoa. Now, I've tried this with pickleball, and the pickleball tends to slide around. I mean, you can do it, but a tennis ball kind of has grip. I've also done it with these dollar balls that I got at the dollar store, and they're soft, they're foam, and that gives you a whole other pressure. The tennis ball, is really hard, and it doesn't give that much. The foam ball does give quite a bit, and it's a whole different pressure point. So if the tennis ball is too hard, go to the dollar store, get yourself one of these dollar balls. It's all foam, and I don't know if I can guarantee that it was going to work for you, but it worked for me. The pain that broke my back was when I was traveling, going from SeaTac down to Santa Rosa in a plane, and you got to sit there for 2 hours. Plus, you have to be in the airport. And anyway, I was just not having a good time, not having a good ride, not having a good experience. So I travel with a tennis ball now, and right before I get on the plane, I just get on the floor and I roll around on the tennis ball on my back, and it works. It works. It works for me. I don't know if it's going to work for you, but it works for me. Pickleball pain relief for me. And if it works for me, it might work for you too. So anyway, I'm up here on this ladder. Here, I can show you. Got a ladder, got a light in the rafters here. I can't move it all the way back. I'll move it right there. And I'm just going to show you some drills that I do in my garage. Okay, let's get this tripod wrapped around. This is a 10-foot ladder. Come on. There. Oh, I'm going to move it down. Just about like that. Okay. It's secure. It's not going to go anywhere. There. Okay. Caught a cold in Santa Rosa. Caught a cold in Santa Rosa, California. Anyway, this is what I do in my garage when I got nobody to play with in the area. And today, I didn't have anybody to play with. I like to play every day if possible. If I can't play, you can do drills. Do drills in the garage. So this is a foam ball. Again, I got it at the dollar store. And I just hit it against the wall. I also do serves. I like doing serves, and I don't know if you can. Yeah, the ladder I can't get out of the garage, so I'll have to show it to you another time. But my serve is basically like that. Again, this can be a drill too. And the drills I do, it's all about getting control of the ball. So this is a typical serve motion. Whoa! Yeah, that's a bit of... The dogs are in the house going crazy because they hear somebody walking on the road out there. They'll calm down. Anyway, so it's all about control of the ball. And bending your legs. Bending your knees. So the further back you get, the more difficult it is to get the ball to come back to you in the same spot. So I have a gutter, whoops. Oh! I have a gutter up here, and I use that to try and drop the ball in the gutter. One of the things you want to do in pickleball is to have control of the ball, so you can put it any place you want. Have pace on the ball means you can hit it hard where you want it. Places where you want it to go, and then to have touch, so that you can drop it right in the non-volley zone, from anywhere on the court, from the baseline, no man's land, or at the non-volley zone. So that gutter, here I'm going to try and drop it into the gutter. Nope. Oh yeah. Oh, there we go. Another thing I work on is trying to get the ball as close to that gutter as I can. The gutter is at 33 inches So it's the side. It's as high as the net in the center of the court. 33 inches. Okay, let's try to get it into the gutter. 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 Nope. Into the gutter. That just came off the side of the board. The other thing I work on is spin backhand. So I can, when you're up to the non-volley zone, you want to throw some spin, or you snap the ball back to your opponents. And you put some top spin on it. It's going to go low over the net. It's going to drop down on them. So you want to throw some pace with some spin. I wish I could say I meant to do that, but I didn't. But I did get it close to the top of the gutter. Oh, gotta keep it away from obstacles. Okay. Into the gutter. Into the gutter. Into the gutter backhand, into the gutter forehand. I am finding that I can get the ball in the gutter with my backhand a little easier than my forehand. Into the gutter, come on. Whoops. Into the gutter. Into the gutter. Whoops. Into the gutter. Okay, into the gutter. Okay, into the gutter. Nope. Okay, into the gutter. Nope. Into the gutter. Anyway, you do that about 1,000 times. And eventually, you will get into the gutter. More times than not. Come on, into the gutter. But, of course, getting into the gutter is much harder to do than dropping it over the net into the non-volley zone, that drop shot. So if you can get it into the gutter, you'll be able, with some precision, and it should be pretty easy, at least that's my mindset, to get it, to drop it during the game in the non-volley zone, off either wing. Okay? Probably the thing I like to do the most is my serve. Is just practice my serve stroke. You just and I'm aiming at this little dot right here. This little dot. got a little bit of foam on it. So when I hit it, it bounces back a little differently than when I hit it on the board. Okay, come on, here we go. I don't know if you can see me. Anyway, I'll make another video where I'm just doing serves at the end of the garage. Okay, let's try to get it into the gutter. Into the gutter. No. That's gonna hit the little refrigerator we got going on here. Oh yeah. And I don't know if you saw the video or the link, but what we have in the refrigerator yesterday, a group of us went to the local. I don't think I can show you. I bought 10 pounds of organic cherries. Organic cherries look like this, 10 pounds. Let me tell you, if you buy 10 pounds of organic cherries, you tend to go through the 10 pounds of organic cherries pretty quickly. We kind of sit around eating like candy. So good. So good. Anyway. In the gutter. Oh, that would have gone. Okay, into the gutter. Oh, come on. Into the gutter. Into the gutter. Into the gutter. Oh, there we go. That's a good note to end on. Okay. Let me undo the tripod. From the ladder. Here's the ladder that the tripod was on. My little staging area. And I'm back sitting spitting out cherry seeds. Can you see that? On a beautiful evening, July 5th, in Port Townsend, Washington. Here we go. Oh, I'm going to turn this around. So, what else do we have here? Oh, we have a variety of filters. We got bubbles. Oh, look at that. Isn't that cool? We got bubbles. Yeah, I got a backlight behind me. Got bubbles. That's kind of cool. What else do I have? I don't have my reading glasses on. The beam. I think the bubbles are kind of cool. Let's see. No, that says 8mm. This says beam. Glamour. Dream. Bubbles. Normal. Who wants to be normal? Dance. What? Dance party. We got the dance party filter on. Who doesn't like the bubbles? Bubbles are cool. What else we got? Sepia, silver screen, sketch. Can we do reverse sketch? I don't know what this is. Okay, that's the end of it. Sketch. Very bad connection. Okay. Sketch, sepia, docu, Dawn. Okay, I've been through sketch. I guess sketch is cool. So if I do that, okay, then that menu goes away. Here's the pickleball trophy in sketch mode. Yeah, okay. All right, well, I can't imagine you would have watched this entire video, but if you have, thanks a lot for watching. If you have any questions, concerns, put them in the comments below. And I shall see you next time. Hasta la vista.